Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Everybody out there listening to me, put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Why don't you join me? Steve Harvey, get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Won't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them up, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them up, Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Today is it, everybody. On a real positive note, today is it. Today is the day. You know, when I was in high school, my mother was a Sunday school teacher until she passed. I would walk out the door every morning on my way to school, and my mother used to say, listen to me, son, hey, don't forget, today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And, I ain't think much of it. It's just my mama being religious, my spiritual woman. So, I just took it as that. But as I've gotten older, man, that's registered more and more with me. Today is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. That's pretty cool, man. What better blessing will you get throughout the day than the fact that he allowed you to live and see another day? See, sometimes, man, when you're young, you don't pay no attention to that. But all you got to do is keep living. Keep watching some people that you know not be here anymore. Go to class reunions and they smaller. See people that you really loved that meant a lot to you leave this world. And all of a sudden, man, immortality starts to matter a great deal to you. Some of us learn this lesson sooner than others. But I know when you're young, man, you think you're going to be here for a while. You think you got time to play around. You think you got time to get it together. You got time to make the mistakes. But man, oh man, almost every full-blown adult that I know will tell you and have said these words right here many times. And the reason I'm saying this because I want you to hear them because you're going to use them. If I only knew then what I know now. Do you know how many people have said those words right there? Because in time, man, you gain so much wisdom. Oh, but it ain't like nobody didn't tell you, though. Somebody told you back then, hey, man, it's best to buckle down now. He said, hey, man, you better quit wasting time. Hey, look, do your best at all times. Stop worrying about that. I'm telling you, son, in a minute, them clubs ain't going to mean nothing to you. In a minute, that going out all the time ain't going to mean nothing to you. I can't tell you how many times I repeat it to my kids. But, man, today is a different day because today is the day that the Lord has made. So he gave you a shot today. If you woke up this morning or if you're finishing your day on your shift, he gave you a new day. Nothing bigger than the fact that he woke you up today. Now, why don't you do something about that? Why don't you take advantage of it? How about if you start today? How about if you stop hesitating today? How about if you stop delaying it today? How about if you stop procrastinating today? How about if you make today the day that you go for it? I mean, man, let's all just decide today. Let's go for it. Let's put forth a maximum effort today. I mean, really, man, what you doing? Look, man, take advantage of this blessing of waking up. Do something today. If you would just start the process, man, start that business you always dreamed of. Go look into that other job you always yearned for. Go get the training you need to get the promotion, man. Go back to school, man. Go see what you need to do to lift yourself to the next level. Stop waking up every day seeing how it's going to go and start waking up and do something about how it goes. If you make one step, he'll make two. But you could, people talk about it all the time. Man, it seems like you always getting a blessing. Oh, man, when you're talking to a person, listen to this. If you're talking to a person and it seems like there's always a blessing coming his way, let me tell you what that person doing. That person is putting one foot in front of the next. That person is putting forth some efforts out there. And that's the only way God can bless you. God can only bless you with your efforts. He can only put his finger on the thing that you are doing or attempting. That's all he can help you with. There are no jobs walking up to your door, knocking on your door. But if you beating the pavement, if you sending in the apps, if you online scouring somewhere to work, somewhere to get a job, then God can touch somebody's heart to hire you. But if you sitting at the house every day smoking, every day drinking, but you wondered why you just can't get a job the couple times you done went out there, if you ain't got a job, you got to go get one every day. You got to go look for one every single day. You can't take no days off. How about today? How about today if we decide today is the day that we're going to make the move? Today is the day that we stop delaying, hesitating, procrastinating. Today is the day that we take a step in a direction to do something for ourselves, for our lives, for our family, for our wives, for our children, for our community, for our school. Do something today. For crying out loud, man. Stop sitting in your own life in just a stew of misery. In your own life. I'm going to tell you something. If you are in a state of confusion, if you are troubling, if you're stuck on what to do next, you want me to tell you what's happening? You're not doing enough. That's what it is, man. See, when I get in a place, man, where I don't know what the next move is, it's because I done usually stalled out. See, this is the way God works. This is the way he's worked for me. Every time I'm busy and I'm about the business of always trying to live my creed, which is ABC. My motto is ABC, always be closing. I'm always working on something to close something. When you're so busy with the business of improving yourself and doing with yourself and becoming the best you can be, God is always working on your behalf behind some scene of something that you're in the process of attempting to close. But because you're not doing all you can do, you're limiting you are, because of your decision not to give your all in all. You're limiting the opportunities for God to put his finger on things and touch them on your behalf. I don't know if the average person really understands or knows what it takes to truly be successful on whatever level you're talking about. But whatever that level is, I don't care what dollar amount you've got attached to it, what level you got. If you have made the decision that you're going to be successful, I think that a lot of people, the average person, does not know what that means. Whatever level you've decided to be successful on, see, that's your level of faith. That's where you see your life at. Well, guess what? You got to maximize your efforts to even get to that level. So listen to me. If you want to be successful at your church, if you want to be successful in your relationship, if you want to be successful down at the daycare center, if you want to be successful at your college, if you want to be successful on your job, guess what? It's going to take all you got in that world to become a success. I don't know why people think that if you don't want to be where somebody else at, you ain't got to put forth that effort. No, I ain't wrong. You've got to put forth your maximum effort at whatever role you're trying to accomplish. Lord have mercy, man. How about today, though, y'all? How about today? Today is a good one. Let's make today the day. Let's get out of that. Let's get on with it. Stop hesitating. Stop delaying. Stop procrastinating. Start today. Watch God have something to put his finger on there. And that's all you're trying to do, man. To line yourself up with God's grace, you got to put out a lot of effort so God can put his finger on something. You feel me today? I sure hope you do, because I'm on one today. Let's go.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get at it. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. The Toods is up. I've already done it. I expressed my gratitude to my Heavenly Father. It immediately changed my attitude about the morning I was having. So now there's nothing left but the third tube. I expect to soar today, to glide today, to reach new heights today. My altitude is guaranteed because I started with my gratitude, which affected my attitude, which is now in direct correlation with my altitude. Man, thank you, Lord, for that. I do appreciate it. This show is full of stars, ladies and gentlemen. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mouth of the South, Mississippi Monica Jr., his government name is Kier Spates, and the legend of Nephew Tommy. Yeah. Well, Junior.
Yeah.
What
full weekend, huh, Unc? Full weekend. You know,
Boy.
yesterday, Unc, was Juneteenth. You know, we celebrated Juneteenth. I was just thinking about it, Unc. It was 2 years later when they got the word down in Texas. Would have been mad if you was a slave 2 years later?
Well, I would have been grateful about the fact to find out that I'm free.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
once I understood the timeline, whoever it was that said,
Overtime line.
Steve, we's free now. Whoever that was that tapped me on the shoulder, like I'd have probably had a slave name like Stefano. Stefano. Yeah, what? We's free now. Now, the one after I would have been overjoyed.
Yeah.
Me and Cephas would have celebrated.
Stefano and
But-
Cephas.
Stefano and Cephas. Me and Cephas would have celebrated. But at the end of the party that night when we sitting up drinking moonshine, if I'd have got the
That
facts
you made.
from Cephas,
That you made.
I had been making that because I
Right,
didn't care nothing about this landowner.
We
I've
made
been
everything.
making moonshine. Yeah. So after I got to drinking and I found out the timeline, yeah, I'd have beat Cephas' ass that. I don't know what this 2-year wait was you took getting over here. It ain't that damn far. How'd the hell it take you 2 years? You can't run no faster than that.
Yeah.
We
Got
from
good
Africa.
news. I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, we from Africa. We got all the top marathon runners. Now your ass over here that walked and stopped, been fishing and stuff.
You would mention
Kicking
that.
it.
Going to parties and stuff, partying on the way. We free having freedom parties. And 2 years to get here, Cephas, for real, dog. I've been in Cephas' ass about that one.
Yes.
Really.
That's tough right there.
He said you been part of this freedom party.
Been having freedom parties on the way to Texas. I've been over here in this hot ass sun up in here.
That's what I'm saying.
This damn heat now. Now you want to have a holiday?
All right. Thank you, Stefano and Cephas. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we're going to start the show off with the nephew and run that prank back right after this.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to start your morning off with the nephew and run that prank back. What you got for us, Nav?
I ain't gonna say it but one time. You in my house. Let's go, cat dog.
Hello. Hey, this Preston. Where did y'all leave the key at? I'm about 2 hours out. You got the wrong number, bro. Call him back. Yeah. Is this Troy? Yeah, it's Troy. Who this? I'm Preston, man. Listen, I'm on my way to the house. I'm about 2 hours out. Where did y'all leave the key at, man? Hold on, wait. Let me get up. You on your way to what house? I'm on my way there. Are you at the house? I'm at my house. Yeah. What did you say your name was? This is Preston. Okay. Hold on, man. I don't understand. Okay, I'm on my way to the house. What house? That's my question. What house you talking about? Okay, are you at 6 Woods Drive? Yeah, that's my house. Okay, I don't understand that. All right, so listen, I'm about 2 hours out, man. I got 2 U-Haul trucks. We en route there. We'll be there in about 2 hours. But I thought y'all was out the house by now. I'm kind of see where the key at.
Hold on, man. Let me get up. Now, hold on. What you say? You got 2 U-Haul trucks. What you got? What you got them for? What's in there?
I'm moving into the house. I bought the house.
You moving into what?
Okay, how you don't know I bought the house, man?
What house you talking about?
Oh, you on Woods Drive. I bought this house from Tisdale.
Yeah, Tisdale. That's who we got the house from. What you say you bought the house?
Okay, wait a minute. You leased the house from Tisdale, right?
Yeah, right. We still got about another year left in our lease. We ain't out this house for another year. I mean, and we supposed to renew that.
Okay, we got a problem. Let me try to. Okay,
yeah,
we bought.
Let me get my wife on. I need to get my wife on the phone.
Well, hold on a minute. Okay, so now Tisdale tell me that y'all supposed to be out the house, and I'm calling because he said y'all gonna leave the key in a certain place.
Tisdale like lie. Tisdale ain't told you no like, man. Let me get Tisdale on the phone, cause he ain't, man. We ain't heard nothing about no selling of no house or nothing like that.
Okay, well I didn't bought the house from Tisdale, and I'm like I say, I'm 2 hours out. I might get there a little quicker. How soon do you think y'all can get y'all stuff out the house?
Get what stuff out what house?
Y'all gonna have to get y'all stuff out the house.
Get what stuff? You a lot of that. You think we're gonna get? We look, like I said, man. We need to get Tisdale on the phone and get this cleared up. I tell you what, you bring the U-Haul trucks if you want to. Y'all better take your back where you come from. I tell you that. I tell you that much.
Hey, listen, man. Listen. The mistake. First of all, you arguing with me about my house. That's my house. Let's get that understood.
No. Now see, now you in the house. I'm gonna tell you like I'm gonna tell Tisdale. Ain't none of this ain't going down the way you think it's gonna go down. You understand? We signed a lease to be in this house for a year. I mean, that's what we gonna do. We gonna be in this house for a whole year. You ain't gonna be in here for another year. So you might as well go get yourself ready for that.
You don't own the house no more. I own the house. You got to get your out, man. I'm 2 hours out.
Yeah, man. We look. Listen to me now. Listen. We done been in this house 5 years. Okay. We got 1 year left in this house. Okay, look, ain't gonna be no moving in today. I can't move my man. I got wife, I got kids, and man. I look. I'm telling you. It's like you said. We got to talk Tisdale. But I'm telling you, man. You pull up today and U-Haul. I swear for Lord, I'm gonna whoop your. So you done called me with all this. I ain't got no notice. Or nothing. You understand what I'm saying?
But let me ask you something.
I don't need to talk to you. We ain't talk to you.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Tisdale one time agree with me. Understand what I'm saying?
Okay, well, that's between you and Tisdale. But right now, I'm on my way to my house. And you got to get your out of my house.
No. You on your way to my house.
No,
and I tell you what, if you come to my house, you gonna get your ass handed to you.
Let me say this. Wait, is your wife and kids there right now?
They at church where your need to be.
Okay. Is there any room what's in the garage? Any room in the garage? Can you move all your stuff?
What's in my garage? You raggedy. Like I just told you, you pull up to my house, gonna be some furniture moving in this. Hey man, let me tell you something. You getting your black look. You getting your black look. And your wife ain't going no damn house. Well, you come make me do it. You come make me do it. Move out my house today. What's in my garage? Then what's in your garage? You tell me that. What's in your garage?
Look, I'm gonna allow you to do this. Move all your stuff into the garage.
No, I'm gonna allow you to get your whooped.
Okay.
Understand what I'm saying?
So I see now. You want your whooped in front of your wife and kids. I see that.
So you gonna whoop my? That's what you gonna do? I tell you what. You bring them U-Hauls. You bring your wife, your kids, your dog. You bring any about it. I whoop all your. Right here in front of my house.
It's not your house. It's mine. I bought the house from Tisdale.
Look, I tell you what. You meet me right in front of the yard. I'm gonna be right out here standing in my robe. I'm gonna whoop your in my robe and my house shoes. How about that? Don't tell me to move out my house. I tell you what. You better call Tisdale and get his over here to help you because you don't need
told me to tell you.
What? You don't need what you say?
Do you know what else Tisdale told me to tell you?
I tell you one thing. You gonna tell me whatever Tisdale told you, but I tell you one thing. I ain't moving out my house today. I'm telling you that right now. Ain't gonna be no moving out here. You say what the Tisdale told you to say.
I'm gonna tell you this. Here's what Tisdale told me to tell you. Tisdale told me to tell you that this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Troy, your wife and Tisdale got me to prank phone call you.
The this some boo. This some boo. This some boo. Man. I done put my pants on. I done put my boots on. I'm waiting. I'm sitting right here in my living room looking out the window, waiting for this U-Haul to pull up. Because I sure gonna tear fire from your boy. I tell you, man, I can't even go back to sleep now. You done got me fired up.
Hey, Troy, I got to ask you before I go, man, what is the baddest, and I'm talking about the baddest, radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey morning show. Ain't that bad?
Nah, I'm through with it. Go ahead, sir. I'm through.
Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO with the Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, in the building, ready for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Juneteenth, a global celebration of freedom at the Hollywood Bowl was star-studded. We'll talk about that. And in other entertainment news, Martin Lawrence is getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And Carla has some music news about Drake's new album. We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. But right now, it is time to ask the CLO. Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey, ready for you. Jelani in Tennessee writes, I'm a single mother of Jelani. I'm a single mother of a 14-year-old that wants to dye her hair blonde and put blue streaks in it. I can't control what other parents do, but I don't want my daughter looking like she's in a rock band. How do I tell her that without her wanting to rebel?
You're not dyeing your hair. See, what happened to that?
Simple as that.
See, what happened to that at 14, don't pay rent, ain't got money for dye? What happened to that? Got to use my sink to dye your hair. What happened to that? You're not dyeing your damn hair. Now go in there and think of something else. Sorry.
Dye that ass.
Thank you. Period.
We can get a blue and blonde ass all day.
I don't understand.
Dye that ass. I'm sorry.
Come on, parents. All right, Christy in Arlington, Virginia says, I'm a 35-year-old married woman, and I went on a girls' trip with women who are unhappily married. They were on the trip looking for an experience with other men at the hotel. I realized I have nothing in common with my 3 girlfriends. Do I cut them off, or do I keep them and avoid future girls' trips?
Well, look, nobody's perfect. If you want some perfect friends, you're not going to have none. Just avoid the girls' trips. You don't do what they do. They unhappy. There's a lot of unhappy people in marriages out there, and they're going to seek things outside of marriage. Now, if that's what they're doing, let them go ahead, but that ain't you. Disassociate yourself from that part of it. But if you keep hanging with them, association brings on participation. That's all I can tell you. That's why I have learned ain't none of my friends single. No, sir. No, sir. All my friends is married. Most of them got grandkids.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, my friends. Because I've just figured it out. I just let me hang with these dudes that do what I do. That way ain't nobody bringing no extra into the crowd.
No trouble.
Nobody in our group does heroin, so therefore heroin is not an option.
What?
You see what I'm saying? Just trying to help you understand the degree of difficulty.
That was extreme.
That's
was
the
extreme.
example I'm using. I need your undivided attention.
We got it when you first said it. All right, moving on to Constance in Florida. Constance says, I recently started working from home, and my husband works from home too. The other day while I was on a video call, I forgot to turn my mic off, and my co-workers heard my husband ask me for a very explicit sexual favor. My boss and my co-workers are cool, but I was mortified. How do I recover from it?
Hey, baby.
Ooh.
Hey, baby, you off that Zoom?
Oh, goodness.
Come on in here.
Ooh.
Do something to me.
What?
Yeah. Let's match it up. Tit for tat. You know what I'm saying? I did you last night. You can't even. You so nervous you can't find your mute button.
Right.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
She done pulled
You
the
know,
whole
look in
thing
here.
down.
Hey, baby, hammer time. Come on, girl. Baby. Baby. Woo.
Come
Time to do a
on.
little swashbuckling.
What is he co-workers
saying?
and your boss?
Yeah,
Whoa,
you know.
that's a double.
Time to get on some of this Pirates of the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? Got to get
Pirates
on here
of
and
the
do this
Caribbean.
thing. You know.
Hey.
Okay, I think we got it. So how does she recover from it? That's the
She
question.
ain't. She's embarrassed. They didn't say
Let
nothing.
it die out.
Yeah, just let it die out. Yeah. Nothing you definitely don't bring it up because they may not have heard it. Because the average person don't be ready for stuff like that. They go, what?
Did I hear what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you- I know he ain't said that.
Yeah. Sound like
But he's
that.
just like that. They doing it like that though.
But Steve, is she gonna always be a member that time at work?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Moving on to this is our last one, Steve. Terry in the Bay Area says, I think my husband may be cheating on me because he gets his car washed every week and he started taking a shower at night and in the morning and wearing clean boxers to work daily when he used to wear them almost 2 full days before he changed. He changed his
hot.
cologne too. He changed his
hot.
cologne
It's
too.
hot.
What's up with him?
There's nothing up with him. Most
He's not
men
cheating?
like a clean car. She ain't said nothing that cheaters do. Most men like a clean car. Most men, if you're going to wear a clean car, he like clean drawers.
Come on.
You know, he just started changing, and he just started showering at night and in the morning.
Tell him, dog.
Where is cheating at in this?
It's hot out there,
But you
dog.
know,
Tell 'em, dog.
when they change like that, when they change their behavior, that's usually
It's not
a sign
always
of
cheating.
something.
No, ladies,
of
no.
something going
He's
on.
changing. He's growing up. He's maturing. Somebody said something to him at work. Damn, you stink. Well, somebody,
Let's get to
it
that.
ain't got to be because you cheating. Somebody said, damn, hey, man, you smelled Harold yesterday. And Harold was standing right there.
Why is
Excuse
it
me?
always
You
Harold?
talking about me?
Harold and Herman.
My bad.
Or Herbert.
See, it could be anything. Where you got cheating from? He ain't missing from home. The money, you ain't missing no money at the house. You ain't found no explicit text. He ain't off to the side talking on the phone. He's cleaner now.
So
Now,
why
you
did
wanna
he
turn
change
that
his
into
cologne?
the cheater? Huh?
He changed his cologne.
I told you somebody down there said Harold stank.
I thought you meant because he didn't change his underwear.
Well, Harold trying to figure out everything now. Is these drawers? Is this cologne?
He changing his whole scent.
Yeah.
Taking 2 showers, night and day.
It's hot.
Why is he cheating though? Where's cheating in here?
Nowhere.
When a man changes his behavior like that, that's what a lot of women think. He must
All
be
of a
changing,
sudden.
doing all this for another woman. That's how women
Stank.
think.
He
Steve.
found out he stank, sure. That's all.
Let's just celebrate the fact he's showering.
And changing his underwear.
Underwear.
Yeah.
That
Big
right
news.
there.
This is
He used
big
to wear
news.
for 2 full days. Why?
Yeah.
He clean now.
Man.
Why? The drawers ain't even that expensive, especially if you working.
And you got a washing machine.
Man.
Yeah.
Go to the laundromat if you don't.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
my goodness.
All right. So you're saying he's growing up, he's maturing. He's not.
Why is she
cheating
tripping,
necessarily.
man? Does she want a problem?
Okay. All right, CLO, Chief Love Officer, thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve, Earth, Wind, and Fire, Shaka Khan, Jill Scott, Anthony Hamilton, Mary, The Roots, Belle Biv DeVoe, Neo, Yolanda Adams, Mickey Guyton, and more performed at the Juneteenth, a global celebration of freedom at the Hollywood Bowl in Los Angeles over the weekend. Shout out to the event's musical director, Questlove. President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris also appeared in a recorded message celebrating the holiday, as did former First Lady Michelle Obama, who called on people to vote. So it's a huge celebration for Juneteenth. You know, people are getting into it now. You know, we have this holiday, let's celebrate it, let you know about what's going on. And it was just really something to see. Just a huge celebration and thoughtful messages as well. Jill Scott gave a powerful poem.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm not
she did.
used to
Reading,
it yet.
a reading. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not used to it yet. I haven't quite locked in on the check. So it kind of crept up on me, and I didn't realize it was here because it was right at Father's Day weekend, and
Right,
it was my
yeah.
mentoring camp. So it kind of just crept up on me. I didn't even know what it was, Really, I missed it this year, be honest
Yeah.
with you. I just had a lot
Great.
going on, Father's Day and stuff like that.
Great celebration.
And doing God's work, helping young men, mentoring camp. It's all part of it. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in other entertainment news, we have to say congratulations going out to Martin Lawrence, Charlie Wilson, Ludacris, Lenny Kravitz, Sheila E., and Melba Moore. They will all be receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame next year. No date has been set yet for the ceremony, so congratulations early, though. And speaking of Martin, he recently appeared on Jimmy Kimmel and jokingly said that if his daughter, Jasmine Lawrence, tied the knot with Eddie Murphy's son, Eric Murphy, that he's sending the wedding bill to Eddie. They've been dating for a minute. The two have been dating for a while, but Martin said that he and Eddie stay out of their kids' business. That's a good practice.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
But it's hard
Did
to
you
believe
guys-
that Martin Lawrence doesn't have a star on the
Yeah, you would think he
Hollywood
would have
Walk
one
of
by
Yeah.
now already.
From Martin, yeah. I think he's, I don't know. I think seems like he's just being recognized almost for that groundbreaking show, and everything. And we love it so much, but
That's
it seems
late,
like
though.
people are still discovering Martin, the show and all the, I mean, he broke so many records and just did so much,
Movies.
all the
Yeah.
movies. And
Yeah.
Steve, what's that
Classic.
about?
He got classics.
I
Yeah,
mean,
he
I
really
don't
does.
really. It's nothing wrong. I mean, it's everybody gets it in a due time.
In due time.
Everybody gets it in a due time. Some people have people pushing for it a little bit harder than others. Of course, I think he's definitely worthy of one by
Hands
a long
down.
shot.
Yeah.
By a long
for
shot,
sure.
major star. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it happens in due time. It just depends on who's pushing for it. Some people push harder than others. I mean, and it's not you that can get it done. It's got to be a committee of people that go to the committee and then they start their research and see who you are and everybody.
Yeah, on his
okay.
On his reunion, Snoop said he really owed Martin a debt of gratitude because he put him out there on the Martin Show, and then Jodeci,
Yes,
Junior,
Yes. Yes.
and they were on the Martin Show,
Oh, man.
and Martin came in and was singing with Jodeci like he
Oh,
was
my
part of
God.
the group.
Boy,
He said he didn't even tell them; they didn't even know that he was gonna do that. He surprised Jodeci. Casey was like, "Wait a minute, what?"
Joe, remember that?
Yes. He said they didn't even know that. But anyway, speaking of musical people, Carla, you're here with today's musical news. What you got?
Well, let me tell y'all, Drake dropped an album over the weekend, and people are hating it. It was his 7th solo album. It's called Honestly Nevermind, and some people are really, really hating it. It's getting a lot of mixed reviews. It's a different sound for Drake, and I listened to a few tracks on it. It has this club house music sound to it. So I like it though. I like that kind of sound. Do you know what it reminds me of? You know how when you go to like a hotel and you hear that music playing in the background, especially like when we're over in France. It's just a different house sound, but it's cool. I enjoyed it. Drake, he did address the negative response. He said, it's all good if you don't get it yet, talking to his fans. This is what we do. We'll wait for you to catch up.
He's ahead of his time.
Yeah, we in here though. We in here. We caught it already.
Yeah.
On to the
I
next.
love that.
Yeah. So,
I think people don't like change,
yeah, that's it.
And
still.
once you get creative and innovative, and it takes a lot of people because they just like what they like. They want to trust what they've been trusting. So
Yep.
I haven't heard it. I ain't heard number 6, 5, 4, or 3.
Talking about albums?
Yeah, or Drake's. But clearly Drake don't need me at all to know who he is, nor could Drake give a damn about me and my opinion of his music. I just like him as a person. Man. I don't really know the music, you know.
Well,
I know Taylor Swift don't need to do no more damn remixes of the Earth, Wind & Fire song. I know that.
We not talking about Taylor Swift. We talking about Drake.
I'm just telling you who I do know.
Champagne Poppy, though. I
love his response, though. I love his response to it. I love his clap back. All right, coming up in 20 minutes after the hour. Thank you, Carla. Today is primary election day, and Herschel Walker is now publicly discussing his other 3 children. We'll talk about it right after this.
All these years, man.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, there's a lot at stake with midterms this November, as you already know. Attention voters, today there are primaries in Virginia, the District of Columbia, and runoff elections in Alabama and in Georgia. Now, speaking of Georgia, Republican Senate candidate Herschel Walker recently said that he has never denied any of his children. But, if you recall, Walker said he was the father to only 1 child, and then he complained about children being raised in fatherless homes in the Black community. But recently, he admitted to having 3 secret children and said he has never denied the existence of his 4 children. That sounds like contradiction, doesn't it? Yeah. So he's never denied the existence of his 4 children, 3 of whom he has never publicly discussed until now.
Man.
So he has 4 children, but he only claimed 1.
Now, these other 3 children.
Herschel, hold on 1 second. We're here with the new Republican Senator candidate, Herschel Walker. We're on the scene here. Mr. Walker, there's been things have been come to light now. Is it true you've only claimed 1 child, but it turns out there's 3 others, sir?
See that? Boy, they tried to throw a curveball at me. That's what they trying to do. Now, look at
What ball?
Now, the curveball, they tried to throw a curveball. Now, these other 3 children, now they may be part of my little, I don't know. Okay.
Litter?
Mr. Walker. Litter, sir?
Yeah, they might be parts of my little, but let me go and clarify this here. Now these children here ain't said nothing. All these here years, they ain't said nothing. Now they gonna wait till I'm up here running for something. You know what I mean? Trying to be the best I can be, and they gonna show up and try to show out. See, let me tell you something.
Mr. Walker, this is not, I can tell you right now, sir, this is not acceptable behavior coming from a man running from the Senate. Do you understand the outcry that's coming from even the African-American community?
Let me tell you something. Oak tree ain't got nothing to do with a pine tree. You understand what I'm saying? Oak tree ain't got
What is he talking about?
No, we don't.
Oak tree ain't got nothing to do with a pine tree, but a pine tree sure won't say something when an oak tree say something. You understand what I'm saying? It's like this here.
No, we don't.
Are you kidding me, sir? Can you tell us the other children's names?
Samuel, that boy there. Then you got Apotheses, that's the second child.
He don't know none of his children.
but when it come down to it,
the third one, sir.
They raised themselves and they did good at raising themselves. And sometimes you gotta let them go on their own. Sometimes you gotta let them go on.
This guy's kidding me. It's ridiculous.
We gotta go. Sorry, we'll be back right after this.
Whether it's concrete or asphalt, it don't make no difference. You feel what I'm saying?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so Steve, this past Father's Day weekend was the annual, of course, Steve and Marjory Harvey Foundation Mentoring Camp for Young Men. And this was the first in-person camp that you've had in about 3 years, right? Because of the pandemic, you've been having them virtually. They've been going on, but you've just been having them.
COVID took it out, so we're back. Right. We had a great weekend. 200 some boys were there.
Wow.
We had
Amazing.
COVID testing. It was all good. We didn't have any outbreaks. We were very successful. The boys were amazing. It's a lot of problems in our community, but we have counselors there, we have doctors there, we have everybody there to handle whatever comes up. But for the most part, man, it was a really, really successful weekend. I got home on Father's Day about 4 o'clock in the evening, so I could have some type of celebration as a father myself. But the work that I do in my mentoring camp program, and the reason that we have it, and the graduation is on Father's Day, is so that these young men get to be around men who love them and been loving on them for 4 days and been having some requirements of them for 4 days. And so the culmination of it is on Father's Day, so that on this Father's Day don't have to just sit there and think that they don't have a father, that they're in a program filled with men who've been pouring into them for 4 days. They all have access to a mentor when they leave the camp. So when they leave the camp, they have a phone number of a mentor, a mentor junior counselor, or one of the soldiers who are going to be able to answer questions for them and help guide them through manhood. So really, really successful program this week, man. We back in action. Next year, the program will be held at the newly acquired Legacy Ranch. We're working very hard with that. I'm looking for some assistance, though, with the Legacy Ranch to get it built out on time. I'm in meetings with Lowe's about it, Coca-Cola about it. I'm in meetings with NBA Cares about it. I'm in meetings with Microsoft. I'm in meetings with Morgan Stanley about it. I'm in meetings with having a meeting set up with the Michael Jordan Foundation, Robert Smith, Tyler Perry. I'm just trying to get some help. I'll be having these meetings.
Steve.
No, but and I think, man, we have enough responsible and willing to do men in our community that do so many things. Michael Jordan's foundation does an amazing amount of work. Tyler Perry does an amazing amount of philanthropic work, and Robert Smith's camp out in Colorado with horses involved and all this for special needs children and all of that. He has a lot of these men are doing some great work. So by no means am I calling anybody out, but I am going to have to call on some people because I don't have enough to get it done myself. I know what it's going to really cost to build this place out, and I don't have enough. And if I do it myself, it'll take me long, and I'll eventually get it done. But I know that there are people out there in corporate America who works for corporations who have dollars earmarked for people who are trying to change lives and change minds in our community. And we just got to take advantage of it and get this done.
Great.
Amazing.
I mean, the work that you're doing is phenomenal, Steve. And I just got to ask you, because you always do, any stories you want to share? Anything?
I had a...
How do you tell it on the air?
I have to filter these stories a little bit. I can't just tell them as is. I had some funny stuff was happening out there. And then it's just some boys being boys stuff. Whenever you put a couple hundred boys together, that testosterone is real. And they got and they got to get the pecking order in line, who's the alpha male. And, that's got to get figured out. And when one dude try to be alpha male and the other one think he is, it's got to be some solving of problems. So no, I ain't got no stories I can tell on the radio.
That means there are plenty of stories.
Yeah, plenty of stories. I just figure out which one I can tell without somebody being, that's appalling. Oh, no.
Well, Steve, congratulations for the fine work that you do with your mentoring camp every year. We certainly appreciate it, especially those of us who have daughters, Coming up next, the nephew is here with today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, why can't he cut her loose? We'll find out why in just a few, but right now it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Nev? What? Are you okay? Wait, what?
What's wrong?
What are you crying for?
My mama.
I don't care.
He's crying.
My mama treat
Your mama.
What about your mother's tree?
My mama
That makes you cry?
My mama tree. My mama tree.
He's so method with his acting.
That's that tree. That's that tree we played. Hide and go seek out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. Ready? Now here I come. That's my mama. That's my mama.
God.
Cat dog. It's mama.
Hello?
It's mama. Hello, man. I speak to Lord.
Yeah, this is Lord. This is Terry.
Who?
This Terry. I'm about 10 minutes from the yard, big dog.
This ain't no Terry. Look, man. Is this Lord that work for Bush?
Yes, sir.
Listen, you just came down Clayton Street and hit and tore all the limbs off my mama maple tree that's hanging over the street. And now she got limbs hanging all in the street. We got to cut this whole tree down because you done messed it up, and you the one that just drove through here.
Hey, sir, I ain't been down Clayton Street today, sir.
Say what?
I ain't been down Clayton Street today. I ain't even been in no residential neighborhood today, sir.
You just came down Clayton Street a couple hours ago and then tore all the limbs off my mama tree.
Sir,
My mama, that tree been in our family 25 years, and you just came down the street and just tore it all apart.
Sir, I ain't been down Clayton Road today. How did you get this number, by the way?
Don't worry about how I got your number. Somebody got to pay for my mama tree.
Well, sir, I ain't been down Clayton Road today. I'm sorry.
Call him back, dog.
Hello?
Lord, did you just hang up on me?
Yes, sir. I told you I didn't been down no Clayton Road today. Now what?
Look, I told you, you just came down Clayton Road and just tore my mama tree up.
Man,
all
I
the
ain't
limbs.
been down no residential neighborhood today, man. Quit calling my phone with that.
Look, my grandmama planted that tree. Now you done got the nerve.
Planted it. Move the mother in. Cut the branches off the son of a.
If them branches is clear enough, you're not supposed to be driving them 18-wheel trucks down this residential area like this here.
Man, I was making delivery. God, now if I had to come down that street, I would have. But I told you once, I ain't came down no Clayton Street today.
You just said you had to make a delivery. Now you saying you ain't been down Clayton Street.
I said if I had to make a delivery down there, I would have came down that street. But I ain't had to come down there.
You been on Clayton Street today. Now that part I do know. And what
Maybe you got the wrong driver, dude.
No. I got the right driver, and what I do know is you done tore my mama tree up. We got to cut this old tree down. And you know what? You gonna pay for this.
Man, I ain't paying for a mother tree. That tree can kiss.
I know you ain't talking about my mama tree.
Well, guess what? Take your tree and take your mama, and both of y'all go out there and plant another tree then.
We ain't planting no more trees. That tree been in our family for years. You gonna mess around and get your swept behind this tree.
Bring it on then. Bring your on and bring the tree with you.
You gonna make me whoop with a branch off that tree.
Well, I tell you what. If you that bad, then I tell you what. If I was on Clayton Street today, I'd meet on Clayton Street with the tree.
You come on over here to Clayton right now, because I'm right out here in the street on the cordless phone. You come on outside. My mama's sitting up in there crying behind this tree because you done tore the limbs off of it, and we got to cut it down now because you done messed it up.
Go get her a napkin and tell her wipe her eyes then. I ain't been down no tree.
I know you ain't sitting here talking about my mama now. See, you tripping now, dog.
Hey,
you tripping, dog.
Man,
you already... Look, man, I grew up with this tree in my front yard. I grew up with this tree. Now, you got the nerve to drive through here, driving too fast, because if you would have drove slow, you wouldn't have been hitting all them limbs like that. Y'all be running down here too fast through here.
Man, look here. I done told you once, man, I ain't been down no Clayton Street. Now, like I told you, if you want to meet me on Clayton Street, will. All right? Now, I'm sorry about your mom tree and but hell, it ain't nothing I can do about it because I ain't been down no Clayton Street.
It's one thing you can do about it. You can pay for it, and that's what you gonna do. Now, you gonna either give me some money or I'm gonna get it out you. But you coming over here. Matter of fact, you can go and come over here now. That big truck around and bring your butt on over here right now.
Well, I might as well go and turn it around because I ain't paying for no tree. I can tell you right now.
That's fine. But I tell you, when you get here, my cousin here and all my uncles is here sitting up here looking at what you done to this tree. So bring your on.
Yeah, well, look at here. Take that tree and stuff it up in your all right? I ain't finna worry with you in this tree no more because I done told you once. I ain't finna tree.
You come on right now because you don't know what this tree mean to me. This tree right here used to be home base for hide and go seek.
Are you crying? You big you crying too? Man, look here, dog. I ain't out tree, dog. Just look here. Wipe your eyes and
The hell with you? This tree right
well,
here.
look, I'm turning my you just meet me on Clayton Street, all right?
Let me tell you something. This tree used to be first base for kickball. Do you hear me?
Man, about dude. I done told you once, I ain't tree, all right? Don't hell around this dude.
Your name Lloyd, but you ain't L. LL is Cool J, and he would not have come down here and tore up my mama tree. He is not that kind of person. But you Lord.
What the hell you crying for, man? What the crying for?
Cause you done messed up my mama tree.
You sound like a girl. I'm crying because my mama tree broke.
Let me tell you something. Around and bring your down.
I'll be there in 10 minutes to meet your on Clayton.
Well, it's gonna be more than me. My uncles is here, my cousins is here, all of them.
Oh, the Brady Brunch family, huh?
Whatever.
Man, bring a bro.
I tell you
but
what.
I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be hot water in this day.
Don't make me no different. They call you LL, my knock you out, and that's what you finna get, LL. That's
yeah,
right.
well, come on
Lord.
with it, then. Come on with it, because I'm here, all right?
Well, listen,
ain't no running. I'm by my self.
Cool. Don't make me no listen.
Straight up.
I'm finna tell you one more thing about this tree. Is you listening to me?
I'm listening, bro.
Is you listening?
I done told you once. I don't give a about that tree, but if you want to talk about it, go ahead.
Let me tell you something. This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy, JJ.
Man, look, man. What did you just say?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy.
You got to be kidding me, man.
Ain't no,
don't do that.
dog, ain't no tree messed up, and you ain't been on Clayton Street, dog.
Why was this JoJo when I see his man?
Oh, man. You all right, dog?
I'm straight.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
What is the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show, man.
Oh, you was about to get it. You were about to get it, nephew.
Come on.
Dog,
You don't know what this tree right here, man.
You right.
What you crying for?
Like that tree.
All my uncles is here, my cousins is here. Oh, the Brady Bunch, huh?
I'm by myself.
I don't give a doggone.
Planted that tree. Plant another one. I don't give a.
Man, hey, I'll tell you what you can do with that damn tree.
Man, I told you, I ain't been down Clayton Street today.
Wow, nephew.
It's jumping off this weekend. It's the Thomas Miles Experience. It's the Thomas Miles Experience weekend by Miles of Giving. It's going down in New Orleans, Louisiana. Oh my God, I got a social. We giving back to wounded warriors. We got an all-white party. We got a golf tournament at English Turn on Monday morning. Go to milesofgiving.org. That's milesofgiving.org and get all the information that's going down in the N-O, baby. The N-O, all right? If you can play golf, come on. If you can't, it don't matter. Come on, because I can't play. Come on.
All right, nephew. Coming up next, thank you. Strawberry letter subject, why can't he cut her loose? We'll find out right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Today is election day in Virginia, in D.C., and runoff elections in Alabama and Georgia. We need you to go and vote today. Go to whenweallvote.org. Get out all your voting information. To get it all, just go to whenweallvote.org. And it's time now for today's Strawberry Letter as we switch gears. If you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. And we could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. You never know. It could be yours.
You never know. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, why can't he cut her loose? Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 48-year-old single woman, and I've raised a handsome and productive young man with the help of my ex-husband. My ex-husband was a very hands-on dad, but we did not see eye to eye in our marriage. His father always spoiled him, but lately his dad has been busy with a new woman, and now he's become distant from our son. If I call his dad, it takes him days to call me back. My son told me who his dad is dating now, and she's nothing but trouble. She's married to an older man, and she's got control of the money, but she lusts after other men because she's not satisfied sexually. So now she's got her claws in my ex, and he can't think straight. She has a bad reputation for messing around on her husband, but these men don't seem to mind. I mind a lot because my ex and I have a sexual relationship, and he's cut me off because of her. He and I can go weeks without a word, but as soon as we see each other, it's clothes off and we're in the bed together. It is what it is, and after 20 years, we still can't keep our hands off each other. I know that he sees other women, but I don't have time to date, so he meets my sexual needs. What this woman has done has messed up my good thing, and I want to know why he can't cut her loose. I got him on the phone recently, and I told him I need a tune-up, and he told me he'd see what he could do. If I told him that a month ago, he'd be at my house, or I'd be at his within an hour or so. He's never put me off, so why is he picking someone who's been passed around? Or something he's been getting for 20 years, over something he's been getting for 20 years. Why can't he cut this woman loose? To that I say, don't worry about him cutting her loose. You cut him loose. What's wrong with you? I mean, this is really a stupid letter here. I thought this was going to be about your ex and how he's no longer there for your son, you say, because that's the most important thing here. But then the letter took a hard left and turns out you're just mad because he's got a girlfriend and you can't catch up with them to have sex. What? This just is not making any sense. I mean, you know it's over if you can't give it away. You're really selling yourself short here. Why are you so disrespectful to yourself? Why are you settling for this? I mean, you say you don't have time to date, but you really don't have time not to date. It's over. You have to make time for you now. I mean, can't you see that he's not even thinking about you at this point? He does not want you. Focus on that so you can get the strength to get him out of your system. I mean, you're playing yourself right now. It doesn't matter what her reputation is. None of that. Your husband doesn't care. It's what he likes right now. You got to get yourself together and move on. Steve?
Well. Right down my alley. Letters like this go right down to the street that I stay on. I love when women ask the question, why can't he cut her loose? Well, I think we all know the answer to that, but let's walk her down memory lane. Back down memory lane. I saw a photograph. It was such a happy pair. Ooh, look at me. Back down memory lane. Well, you're a 48-year-old single woman. You raised a handsome and productive young man with the help of my ex-husband. Now, your ex-husband was a very hands-on dad, but y'all didn't see eye to eye in the marriage. Things happen. His father's always spoiled him. Probably true. But lately, his dad has been busy with a new woman, and now he's become distant from our son. Now, let's look at this moment in this letter. His dad has been busy with a new woman, and now he's become distant from our son. Now, as I read the rest of this letter, I want you to notice that we never, ever mention the son again. There ain't nothing in this letter about the distance between the boy and the dad. There's no instances of where he don't pick up his son no more. This boy is a grown-ass son. He don't need to get picked up, take nowhere. The boy can probably drive. He's a productive young man. No more mentions of the boy in this letter. So she tried to fool us by blaming this on her husband's relationship with this new woman is hurting the relationship with the son. If I call his dad, it takes him days to call me back. That ain't got nothing to do with the son. Then my son told me his dad is dating now, and he's dating now, and she's nothing but trouble. Wait a minute. I bet you all the son told you was daddy dating now. You've added in here, and she's nothing but trouble. See, so far, he's still talking to the daddy. Oh, this ain't about the boy at all, is it?
Hang on, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, why can't he cut her loose? We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, why can't he cut her loose?
Well, see, lady, why can't he cut her loose is obvious. I'll tell you that in a minute. But the real thing is you tried to make this letter like you and your ex-husband have raised this really hands-on, productive, handsome young man, and he was such a hands-on dad, and now that he's dating this woman, he done cut his son out of his life. But then there ain't no evidence in the letter that he done quit fooling with his son. You said his father's always spoiled him, but lately his dad been busy with this new woman, and now he's become distant from our son. If I call his dad, it takes him days to call me back. My exes never hear from me.
It's not about you.
Oh, ain't no damn days. We talking years.
Not a text. Nothing.
Text, email, nothing. Nada. So I don't know what you tripping for. Now, my son told me that his dad is dating now. Well, that means the son is talking to his dad on levels that you ain't. Because now the son had told you that the dad is dating. And you say, but now she's nothing but trouble. She's married to an older man and she's got control of the money and she lusts after other men because she's not satisfied sexually. Y'all must live in a small town. So now she's got her claws in my ex and he can't think straight. She got a bad reputation for messing around on her husband and these men don't seem to mind. Why? Because now I mind a lot because my ex and I have a sexual relationship and he's cut me off. Here's what the wrong with the damn letter. Here is the why she can't cut him off. It ain't got nothing to do with your son. Now, and he's cut me off because of her. He and I can go weeks without a word, but as soon as we see each other, it's closed off. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, lady. You need to make up your mind. A minute ago, you said, I call his dad and it takes him days to call me back. Then the letter say, he and I can go weeks without a word, but as soon as we see each other, it's closed off and we in the bed together. It is what it is after 20 years. We still can't keep our hands off each other. So you mean he get to have his cake and eat it too? He get to divorce you, not call you, ain't got to deal with none of the things in the marriage, but then he can do you whenever he want to? Oh my God, this is amazing. And after 20 years, we still can't keep our hands off each other. I know that he sees other women, really, and can still have you? Oh my God, this is great. Do you know how many people have signed up for this? Mm-hmm. But I don't have time to date, so he meets my sexual needs. What this woman has done has messed up my good thing, and I want to know why he can't cut her loose. Let's answer this question right now. This woman has messed up your good thing, and I want to know why he can't cut her loose. Because she got a gooder thing.
Whoa.
What? She has messed up my good thing, and I want to know why he can't cut her loose. Because she got a gooder thing.
Wow.
What? Hey, man, listening to this, know what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
She got a gooder thing. That's why he can't cut her loose. Now, I know women, that's a little, ooh. That's like, oh my God, Steve, what? That's what it is. Why he can't cut her loose? I'm calling her and takes her left. I got him on the phone recently, and I told him I need a tune-up, and he told me he'll see what he can do. Now, you know, I already said he dating other women, and now he done found goody two-shoes. Tune-up. I don't need no tune-up. Plus, after 20 years, I can do you anytime I want to. So sit tight. You ain't got time to date. Sit tight. You know, eat your potato chips. Get you some Netflix, and I'll be over there when I get there. I'll get to you when I get to you. If I told him that a month ago, he'd be in my house or I'd be at his within an hour or so. He's never put me off. So why is he picking someone who's been passed around over something he's been getting for 20 years? You don't hear that sentence? Let me translate it for you. See, you said, so why is he picking someone who's been passed around over something he's been getting for 20 years? Let me read what you really wrote that you don't know yet.
Come on, Steve.
So he never put me off. So now he's picking somebody who is really good, fresh and new, may have been passed around, but it just got passed to him over something, same old thing he been getting for 20 years anytime he wanted. Why can't he cut this woman loose? Because she has messed up your good thing with a gooder thing.
Gooder.
That's
like
all.
I like gooder.
That's good.
She's got a gooder thing.
Gooder.
All right.
That's all to it. I'm sorry.
All right.
You're
Thank you,
stupid
Steve.
for not
Post your
seeing
comments
that.
on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand as well.
Why
Now,
Carla
coming up
look
at 46
distraught?
minutes. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, it's Junior and Sports Talk right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time now for Junior and Sports Talk. What you got, Junior?
Thank you, Shirley. But first, let me say thank you to Spartanburg, South Carolina, and the L.D. Barksdale Sickle Cell Foundation for having me on Friday night for Jazz and Laughter. I appreciate y'all really, really showing up, man, and doing what you did for Sickle Cell. Also, we got to say congratulations to Howard University Sickle Cell Center.
Boy,
Sunday,
you sick of selling up in here, boy.
I was sickle selling all day Sunday because it was World Sickle Cell Day on Sunday. I had Sickle Cell Father's Day, Juneteenth. I was busy.
No, and it's Sickle Cell Day on Sunday, too?
It was World Sickle Cell Day
Wow.
Sunday. Yeah, man. So we had a really good time.
You went
hosting
through
that.
freedom and sickle cell.
Yeah, all that. So let's get to it, man. Golden State Warriors are the champs. It's their fourth title in 8 years. Do y'all see anybody beating them next year? Because they the favorites already to beat next year.
Well, they
Anybody?
could be the favorites, but they got some teams out there, man, that's strong. If Miami get one player, Miami going to be wicked. Boston going to be back because they strong, man.
Phoenix gonna be back.
I wish I could say that for Chris Paul. I really do because I want Chris to win one.
Do anybody see the Lakers? Is the Lakers out?
No,
You think they?
no, Lakers
Nah.
can't.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Until they solve that mystery. The Lakers have to figure out how to incorporate Westbrook. He's too great a player, man. And
He's a
they've
very
got
good
to
player.
find out how to incorporate Westbrook because he's a baller, man. And he was never able to be the real Westbrook on that team. And Anthony Davis has to go somewhere during the offseason and learn how to take care of his
he
body.
You talking about street? You talking about street clothes?
Street clothes. That's
You talking about street clothes? I know you ain't talking about street clothes.
Every time you
Because
see him
that's
on
all he
TV,
be
he in
wearing
street
is
clothes.
street clothes.
He just out there with just all the latest
He don't
jumpers
never have
on.
no uniform on, Carla. He wear
He
street
got
clothes.
street clothes. He got all the latest jumpers on, all the best jeans you ever want to see, all the
Street
nice
clothes.
shirts, everything. And you know, he made a comment already, said that since he been out, the season been over, he said he ain't picked the ball up in 2 months.
Street
Why are
clothes.
you making
See, right
statements
there,
like
street
that?
clothes.
Okay.
Right there.
He ain't picked the ball up in 2 months. Man, if you don't go over there with LeBron and get to training,
And bring them eyebrows down. Lord, we can cut that down, son.
What? What's wrong with his brows?
He had the unibrow shirt.
The unibrow.
Just
He got a unibrow shirt.
He got a
It go
unibrow
all the way
shirt,
across.
that's all.
It go all the way across.
everything connected.
One.
Shirley, the
Just in
unibrow
wide.
only bothers short people.
Oh no!
Don't make that the man's problem.
Shots fired.
We gonna see what happens though, man. I'm excited for it, man. Congratulations, Golden State. We'll see what happens.
All right, Junior, thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll check Steve's voicemail right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now to check Steve's voicemail. If you want to leave Steve a message, call him 877-29-STEVE. All right, Steve, here we go. You ready?
Yep.
This caller is upset about mothers not letting their fathers see their kids.
Steve Harvey. Let me just say this here. Y'all making comments on all the fathers that are doing positive things in their kids' life for Father's Day. But what about the mothers that are keeping the fathers away from the kids that cannot be a positive role model in their life? So you need to tell your Sunday crew, don't do that. You're telling us that we are no good, we are about nothing. That is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. You need to go back and tell them to retract that statement, because there are some good fathers out here, but the mothers would not let us be a part of our kids' life. Have a good day.
I understand that.
Hey, brother, I understand what you're saying. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what people I need to go and tell to retract that statement. I agree with what you're saying 100%, and I on this show have talked about it on numerous occasions about how women got to stop using these children as pawns and everything. And because a man can't pay child support, now you won't let him see the son, when the most important thing is not money, it's time. I've said that over and over. So I don't know who you want me to call and check. I wasn't clear about that. Somebody on Sunday. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
But
Yeah.
I have no idea, but I agree with
It's
you
a common
100%.
problem, though, Steve. You talk about
Huge
it a lot.
problem.
Maybe they're talking about Father's Day, actually. I don't know.
On Sunday, yeah.
On Sunday, this past Sunday.
Yeah, but he sounds like he's a brother going through right there.
Oh, he in the middle of it. He in the middle of it. I know that sound. He in the middle of it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, right?
Like, it's happening right now.
Yeah. Next caller is from Indiana. Just a Father's Day shout out, Steve.
What up, Steve Harvey? This your boy Chris, calling from Indiana. What you got going on today out there in the world? Me and my wife and kids, we enjoying the day. Happy Father's Day to you, man. Happy Father's Day to you and the rest of the fathers on the show. We love listening to your radio show. You is the man. Peace and hold it down.
Hey, Chris, everything good, man. I didn't know you was going to call, man. Appreciate it. Chris, we doing good, man. Me and the other dude that's the father on the show, man. We had a good one yesterday. Spent some time with our families, too, man. Got a couple of nice little gifts and everything. Appreciate you, Chris, man, holding it down. Indiana. Yeah, get all that, man. Go on handle your business, man. Appreciate Chris.
But you is the man.
I felt it. It ran through me when he said that.
Yes. I knew you would like that one, right? All right, caller from Illinois, third shift worker, Steve. Here we go.
Uncle Steve, what's good? Martell from Illinois. I listen to y'all show every night, man. One thing I will say about you is I like your gratitude, affects your attitude, which affects your altitude. Keep up the good work, Uncle Steve. And tell Junior, and your nephew and everybody, he crazy with the prank calls. Tell him to keep it up. Y'all have a good day. God bless.
All right, man. Yeah, we appreciate that, man. Everybody heard you. Much love to you. Everybody on them other shifts that's listening anyway. We just try to be encouraging, entertaining, educational, inspirational, and Lord have mercy, funny. Give you something to laugh at.
You ever work the third shift, dog?
I done worked every shift there is, Tom. I don't even know what is the third shift. Is that midnight to 8?
Yeah, 11 to 7. Yeah, 11 to 7.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. I used to drive home in the morning, and I would have to focus so hard, dog. I would drive past my exit to get off to go to my apartment. That's how tired I would be. And when you miss this exit, it was the last one before it turned into the 271 loop. Lord have mercy. That's an extra 15 minutes.
Woo!
Driving the third shift, man.
Yeah.
There's nothing like driving while sleepy. Woo!
Oh my God, that's the worst thing in the world.
Man, I can't tell you how many times God done kept me. I done looked up in my rearview mirror and saw a curve I had went around on the freeway. I don't know how I went around the curve.
Don't have no recollection.
Thank the Lord, you made it. All right, we'll have more of today's Steve Harvey Morning Show at 20 minutes after the hour. Coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Carla, what you got?
All right,
Let's go.
Shirley girl, you know it. We've teamed up with Seagram's Escapes to give away $1,500 cash to create your own summer escape. So now listen, I want you to enter and get rules. Visit SteveHarveyFM.com. $1,500 cash could be yours. Get all the info at SteveHarveyFM.com. Sip happiness with Seagram's Escapes. All right? Get it
That's
done.
right.
Let's get this money.
Yeah, $1,500. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's big.
All right.
Big.
Thank you, Carla. All right, switching gears, some weird news. A man in China is asking his ex to reimburse him for the money he shelled out on her while they were dating. Now, this man put together this whole detailed list of hundreds of expenses, including dates and times, demanded compensation. As the breakup list has gone viral, people are as shocked that the guy could remember all this stuff. He's got the nerve to ask for the money back, okay? Added together, the list comes to about $9,000. It includes everything from a couple of bottles of water to expenses that went along with caring for his ex's sick mom.
I ain't mad. Get your money back,
man.
dog.
Get out of here.
You leave me, there's a debt. That's what that is.
So
my money back.
The sex that he had, did she get that back?
You on her side?
Yes.
You are not on her
Coming up
side.
at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll
What?
play another round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, instead of Would You Rather, you guys were really interested in the story we did before we went to break. It's about this guy in China who's asking his ex to reimburse him for the money he spent on her while they were dating. Now, he compiled this whole list of, dates and times and expenses that he shelled out. And then it went viral. This list went viral. People are shocked that the guy could even remember this stuff. And the fact that he had the nerve to ask for the money back. The whole list, everything came to about $9,000. And it includes everything from 2 bottles of water to the expenses that went along with caring for his ex's sick mom. So what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Rhonda Jones, I bought you a rope chain. A rope chain. I bought you a polo shirt. Back then,
really?
that was a lot of money. Okay,
Are you really
I bought a
this
polo
cheap,
shirt. What else I bought?
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Not to get in your business, but I'm just going to assume, you don't have to answer this because you're married now. I'm assuming that at one point you might have slept with Rhonda. I'm just going to go out on a limb. I'm just going to assume. I'm not accusing you of that, but I'm just saying that there's a strong possibility that you slept with Rhonda.
You better school him. Go ahead.
I'm thinking that the reason you bought the rope chain
Let's talk about that, though.
because you wanted to keep her neck in a chokehold so you could continue to sleep with her. This is what I'm assuming. Junior, what have you bought a girl? Let me help you understand your
let me
plight.
tell you right now, Unc, I have bought purses, okay? I bought a purse. All right, yeah, I bought a purse. It was $30. It was cool. It's the one she wanted. Bought a purse. I have bought some jewelry.
Yeah.
Now let's stop right here. You bought the locket, so every time she would move her wrist, she would remember that you was the one that bought it, and that because y'all sleep together is the reason she got it. You bought her the purse because you wanted her to have a place to hold the condoms in case you forgot. That's what you bought the purse for.
That's what it's for.
That's what you bought the purse for.
Oh,
So let's stop all this here. There's a cost factor to doing business. It's called a ROI, return on investment. I rest my case.
They're cheap.
yes. You better minute
I
up
bought
in
some
here.
Jordan-ass jeans and some chick jeans.
All right. Coming up in 49 minutes after the hour, we'll close out the show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, guys. Our last break of the day. We do want to remind everyone that today is Election Day in Virginia and in D.C., plus runoff elections in Alabama and in Georgia. We want you to vote today. Go to whenweallvote.org to get all your voting information, all right? Please vote. This is an important year. Important year to vote.
Midterms. We are not playing, y'all. Let's do it. You got to vote every election.
All right, Steve. You know what? I thought about this. I wanted to ask you something. You do so much. You do so much in the world, so much for other people. You work hard. You have a big family, all that. What actually makes you happy? What makes you happy?
You know, that's a tough one. A part of my happiness is inside of that you mentioned. In that
doing for others.
I find the joy and commitment in doing for others a lot of times. It's hurtful when it's not reciprocated, and it's hurtful when it's not taken advantage of. But when it is reciprocated and taken advantage of, it's a very rewarding feeling to know that you're helping someone else. What makes me happy, man, if I can get around some true friends and sit around and just have some real moments, fishing with them, laughing with them, eating with them. Those are the moments I cherish, man. If I could sit down with my girl, man, and we just enjoying each other's company, man, without talking about the problems of the world and the problems in the family and the problems that's going on around us. Sometimes you got to get with your soulmate, man, and just have some soul moments. And, well, matter of fact, just have some mate moments, and leave the soul part out of it, because that leads into a lot of things. Those are the things, when I'm just sitting down chilling, when I can see the rewards of my labor, when I'm able to enjoy them. Yeah. If I can sit down and see the rewards of my labor and partake of them, which I don't do enough of. I need to start doing more of.
Yeah, you said that the other day.
I have to start smelling the flowers a lot more.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Anybody else? Questions, please?
Yeah, since I ain't got my own Walk of Fame star yet, and is it all right for me to just put it in my driveway till I get it in Hollywood? I mean, how would you do that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Put it in your driveway where we can assure that no one will see it.
Ever.
Yeah, that'll be great. And then you can have that little glorious moment all to your damn self. You ain't got to have a ceremony. You ain't got to wait to get voted in or nothing. Just put it in your damn driveway.
Praise and worship in his driveway.
Yeah.
I got a question for you, Steve.
Yes.
What is the worst advice you've ever received?
Oh, God. The worst advice I've ever received is, a guy told me one time, you ain't got to take that. You can go down there and tell them what's on your mind. That's the worst advice I ever got.
Why?
Because Marjory's father says this all the time. Just because you can do something don't mean you should.
Amen.
That's a much smarter advice than you should go down there and tell them what's on your mind. Because that's not always the smartest thing to do. And what I had to learn was, the Lord told me to go down here and straighten them people out. No, he didn't. And, whenever you hear people talking about the Lord told them to do something that don't sound right, here's all you have to do. Remember this one sentence that Bishop Kenneth Olmer taught me. God's voice has no sin in it.
Amen.
So if the voice you saying was you listening to has some sin in it, that is not the Lord, partner. Don't blame him for that, and don't go down there talking about the Lord sent me down here, because he didn't. And the worst advice I ever got was go down there and tell him what's on your mind. Because it doesn't matter. It don't matter,
you do
man.
that?
Yes, I was going
Did
to say.
you do that?
Follow
How
up.
many times have you done it?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. You
Went
took
right
your
on
ass
down
like
there,
that.
huh?
Went right
Let
on
'em have
down there and gave it to him.
Yeah.
Full blown, both barrels, cut the butane lighter on my back and everything. I blowtorched their ass. And when I got through talking, they blowtorched my ass. And when I left up out of there, I was completely on fire.
Oh, wow. Wow, Steve.
And it took a while for me to get put out. And so I learned, man, that just because you can do something don't mean you should.
That's right.
And when people have made up in their mind not to like you, for people that hate you, no explanation acceptable. For people who love you, no explanation necessary.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
If you're talking to somebody that's hell-bent on not liking you, you finna have a one-sided because it don't matter what you say. They're going to find a way to twist it.
You can't make them.
No.
You just have to be yourself, yeah.
Those are the things, man, that I've learned in my life, man, at 65. How to protect myself. It's helped me a great deal because something happened when I turned 65. I just decided it don't matter what you say because what you say don't matter because I don't even know you. So when you get through talking about me, watch me. There's nothing you can do about it. You have no say-so in my life. Hey, y'all, that's it today. My closing remark is this. Talk to God today. He'd love to hear from you. Peace out, y'all.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.